Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com. Well, finally, there was a green candle yesterday. Yes. So, in fact, the Nifty closed in the green after a break of almost 9 days. 9 days of selling in the market, and then finally it closes above 17,450 yesterday, almost 17,450. So I would say it was trying a lot to kind of break out from 17,450, and it did try to go up, but again could not, actually make it. In fact, what happened was after, the most surprising thing yesterday, SGX Nifty was indicating a gap down opening. In fact, by the time Indian markets opened, what happened was the Chinese market started rallying up after a good PMI data, and then we could see the Indian market also kind of following the Chinese market and kind of opening with the gap up opening, which was unexpected. But the best part was it just did not open gap up, but also did rally throughout the day. In fact, by afternoon we could see the European markets also kind of rallying up, and slowly we could see the Indian market also trying to catch up. But all these was majorly powered by one stock, that was Reliance. So if you remember yesterday's podcast, I told that day before yesterday the fall was majorly contributed by Reliance and Infosys, and yesterday the major contributor to the rise in Indian stock market was again Reliance. So Reliance has been acting very unstable nowadays. I really don't know what's cooking inside Reliance, because is there something that we don't know that's cooking behind Reliance is something that we need to watch out. Because of course, one thing was the Adani stocks were up. The funniest thing, day before yesterday also when Reliance was falling down, Adani stocks were hitting upper circuit. And yesterday also again Adani stock again went on rising. And yesterday, of course, Reliance also supported, and we could see Reliance actually taking the market up and down. So that's something which is interesting to note right now. But yesterday we could see HDFC kind of taking a break from the rally. Otherwise, it was kind of overperforming in the last 2 days, and yesterday it did not really do well. But apart from that, if you look at overall market yesterday, there was some good rally in the PSU banks. The PSU banks did well yesterday, probably because Adani started rising up. In fact, there was also a rumor yesterday that Adani has secured some very good amount of fund from a sovereign fund investor. But then this morning, Adani Group has actually confirmed officially that there is no such thing that happened. So there is no fund that is coming in. So this could be a deal breaker for the market. In fact, last 2 days Adani stocks have been rallying. So probably yesterday also when this rumor came, we could see the Adani enterprises hitting higher. But then this announcement from Adani Group is probably that is going to be a deal breaker for the market today. So let's see how Adani stocks perform. Already they've fallen big, but of late they've been so volatile. I just pity all those people who have invested in Adani stocks after the fall, isn't it? There are people who probably wanted to buy Adani stocks since they have fallen by so much percent, and they bought it, and probably in one day they see it going up by 15-20%, next day it falling down by 35%, next day going up by 15%. So it is like a roller coaster ride, going up and down. But that's exactly why I say, why ever get into such a stock? That might look like a big discount sale, but then not all discount sales are beneficial. So do take your decision properly, and that's important in the stock market. Now, there was one important thing that I wanted to share with you about the market is, of course, every dip is an opportunity to buy. This is something that I've been sharing, of course. But then, very importantly for a newbie, if somebody is new in the market, I would say, at least start investing in Nifty 50 stocks. The top 50 stocks in the Nifty 50, or I would say just simple, take top 10 stocks from the Nifty 50 and invest, build a portfolio there. I am sure you should be able to generate good return. But this is the time to do it. If you don't do it now, you're not going to see any profits in your life there. So it is important that you do it now. It's a beautiful opportunity, but do it in a systematic manner every month, every week. Whenever you see a fall, if you just start investing into these stocks, I am sure you will have a beautiful portfolio there. So that's an important thing that I wanted to share with you. It's time you start investing. Nifty has almost come, looks like Nifty has kind of taken a support after the fall. So if you see, it's already 6 to 7% down from the peak. So this is of course the best time to continue to invest. So especially, like I say, always invest in SIP mode. SIP mode means simple, systematically every month or every week, a small amount of fund to be invested. That's something that can actually make your beautiful investment. Now that's something that you can give very good returns also over a period of time. So this is something, an opportunity you should not be missing out. Now, apart from that, if you look at the market yesterday, after Indian markets closed, though European markets were looking positive in the afternoon, after Indian markets closed, European markets closed in the negative. The reason was their inflation data came and the inflation has again gone higher. So it's not a new thing. If you see Indian inflation data came, it was higher than last month. US inflation data came, it was also higher than last month. Now European market data has come, that also is higher than last month. But of course, one thing that we need to understand, see, inflation doesn't just go in a linear manner. It also has its high and low, like you see in the share market. So inflation came down last few months, rising up, and then comes down. So that's a normal part of it. At least people who have been in the stock market will know this, or people who are at least tracking this economically or on the paper. You should be able to know this. So it's probably, I would say, more of perception that inflation rising higher, and again it's a concern. No, it's not a concern. It's a part of the degrowth. However, the interest rates are high, so definitely it's not going to stay much higher for a long time. So that's something that will be more stable. But then let me tell you one important thing. If you are a risk averse person, a person who doesn't want to take much risk but want a great return on your investment of like something about 7 to 8%, this is the time you should invest into government securities. You can do that via a mutual fund, definitely. But if you invest into government securities at this point of time, I'll tell you something very important. Imagine the situation right now. What's happening? Interest rates are going up. When interest rates are going up, what happens? Probably this month, somebody's government is offering a bond which is offering a fixed return of 5%. Next month, interest rate again goes up, so they again offer this at 6%. The next month, it goes up to, 6% goes to 7%. Now, imagine on the third month, when government is offering a bond for 7%, would you be interested in buying a bond of 5% from the person who bought it 2 months back? Definitely not, is it not? If you're not understood, just rewind it and replay it again. So, definitely when you're getting a 7% bond paper from government, why would you buy a bond of 5% or 6%? Now, this rate hike scenario is not going to stay this way lifetime. So now, there's again some problem with my video, I guess. But I think I'll continue. I think I'll probably explain this in another video. I'll hold this for now. Coming back to the market quickly. I'm sure you're able to hear me, at least though the video is stuck. Okay, so coming back to the market now, today is of course the expiry, the first monthly expiry of this month. Meanwhile, the European markets have closed. Probably I'll make a different video on the bond investment, which will give you more clarity on it. So let me just not mix up. Now, so coming back to European markets closed in the negative after this inflation data. Naturally, by end of day, we could see the US markets also opening and falling throughout the day. In fact, Dow closed slightly positive, but S&P 500 and Nasdaq has closed negative. Now, naturally, that negativity is spread to the Asian markets. Asian markets also have started falling. I think Japan is doing good, not falling, but if you see others, generally the Asian markets are falling. Naturally, Indian stock market also is expected to open with the gap down. Now, will the gap down sustain is something important to know. So yesterday, will the rally that we saw yesterday continue is another question. So what could happen is, what I am expecting is probably as the market is opening gap down, we could see some sell-off, and then we could see some volatile movements in the first half, and probably by end of the day we might see some small rally upwards. But will it close above the yesterday's high is the big question. So with that, let us look forward to a day which is going to be really volatile. But of course, looking forward to the market kind of closing between 17,200 and 17,500. So this is the range I'm expecting the Nifty to close or expire today. So let us see how the market actually behaves. So apart from that, the important focus would be on Reliance. Reliance has been kind of volatile of late. So will that actually support the market or go against the market is another important point to note. And the final thing to be looking at is, will 17,500 being broken? If 17,500 is broken, there could be a huge short covering rally, which could actually take it higher to 17,600. But if 17,500 is not broken, market could kind of consolidate within the range of 17,400 to 500. So this is what is expectation for the day. My video setup has some issue. I think it's again on and off getting stuck. However, I think you've heard enough for the day. we'll discuss more in tomorrow's podcast. Wishing you all a great day of expiry in the market. And if you're not a part of our community yet, do ensure you click on the link given below in the description and join our WhatsApp group. Or also you can send a message on this number on the scroll and our team will help you join our community. So that's it for now. Wishing you all a great day. But before we leave, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do press the subscribe button to ensure that you don't miss out on any content that we share which could be useful to your financial growth. Goodbye. Have a great day.